Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Beginners to Bourbon. Today starts our we're going to do 4 different honey finished bourbons. They're mostly all finished in different ways to give us different flavors. And we wanted to start with the Old Commonwealth Kentucky Nectar. This was one of the first bottles that I saw out in the wild, I guess, going through my bourbon journey. And I was like, wow, that looks really cool. The bottle's really nice, nice gold lettering. The bottle's solid. And I'm like, I want to try that out. Now, it did take me a little bit to get one because being in PA, you just can't find these. And then secondary is the price point. The price point on these, you can find them the different ranges, but, it is right around $100. So, Old Commonwealth Distillery, they're down in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, and it's called Kentucky Nectar. So they use, basically it's finished by like the old-fashioned, they take a barrel that had honey in it, drain the honey out, and then before it dries, they put the bourbon into that, and then it finishes, for like 4 months, I think, for this brand. So I think the age statement on these is 5 to 6 years and another 4 months in the barrel to really get that honey, soak up those honey flavors. So that's how, when I think of finishing, that's how I normally think bourbons are finished. When we start going through some of the other bottles that we have to review, you can see there's many different ways to get to the same finished product. So for this one, the mash bill is 64% corn, 24% wheat. It is a wheated honey bourbon, so it's going to be a little softer, and then 12% malted barley. So that's what's going on here.
So for the nose, of course, you should be getting honey on it. So obviously, right. I'm hoping that. And I think vanilla and a little bit of cherry cola is what was written online before, too.
It definitely would be weird to have cherry cola and honey in the same...
But of course, I do smell the honey, and I definitely get the vanilla, but not quite the cherry cola. Maybe a hint of cherry, but I don't know about the cola part.
It does smell good, though. I mean, it definitely smells good. You can see on the legs of it, it kind of clings to the glass really well. And most of these should do that. A lot of these honey-finished products should be a little bit more viscous, I guess, or a creamier mouthfeel.
This one for the palate, though, it did say you should have the oily kind of from the real honeycomb that is in it.
Yep.
I think molasses as well, and baking spices.
Well, let's see what we can taste.
See if we get this honey.
So you definitely get a little bit of the warming right on the palate. I mean, This one is 104 proof. We do have, which I already finished off a bottle, but we do have a 106 proof pick by Nick and the gang down at Sables in Whiteford, Maryland. And the first bottle we drank pretty quickly because it was really good. Mm-hmm. They know how to pick barrels down there, and it was delicious. So this is bottle 144 out of 212. At 106. So a couple proof points higher, but like I said, we already finished one of these off and it was delicious. This is just a regular, run to the store and pick up a bottle. And it is batch number 4 for anyone who's wondering. Now, I always like going back to the nose. So many different things you get after you take that first sip. Really opens things up.
Get more of the sweetness now with the nose going back into it. It definitely is oily. It sticks in your mouth all over. Mm-hmm. But it's good. Not bad.
Yeah, the only thing I wish it would have a little longer of a finish for as oily or viscous as it is. It's still hanging around a little bit.
More just have that burn than anything hanging
Yeah,
around.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of the flavor falls off too fast. So, all right. Well, let's rate these 1 through 5. 1 being you wouldn't want to give it to anybody if they came over to your house. 5 being it's excellent. You'd share it with everybody. So that's kind of our rating system on the nose, the palate, and the finish. All right, we'll start with you. So what did you do for the nose?
I gave it a 4.
Gave it a 4.
Definitely smelled good. I like the vanilla, the honey.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for this series because I really like honey stuff, so.
That is true. So I was teetering from the 3 to the 4, and then I think because of the finish let me down. Not that I should judge the nose off the finish. It just kind of let me down a little bit. I can definitely tell like night and day difference between this pick versus, just like a batch that they put out. So I gave it a 3. But again, if we did decimals, it could be a 3.5, so I'm right in there with you. So what about the palate?
I gave it a 3.
3 on the palate. I did 3 on the palate as well. I think it has some good flavors. I mean, I can pull like the honey, a little bit of the molasses, and then, like you said, the baking spice, kind of the fiery.
That almost overpowers it for me, and I really didn't get much of the honey off the palate.
Kind of kicks in really, really deep there. So that's why I gave it a 3 and not a 4 on the palate. And then the finish,
2.
Same on 2 as well. The finish does hang around, so I'd say like a medium long.
Yeah,
but
it expected,
I was hoping to have a lot more of those honeys. It says vanilla cream, even barrel char. I would have loved to just have some barrel char hang out because I like the char. I like the more toasted char stuff, and I didn't get char at all.
No.
So it would have been really nice to have some of that hanging around. Now, so for me, it was an 8 out of 15. So it's in the good. Yours is in the good. You know what I mean? So this is something that I think most people can enjoy. I think if you're a beginner, even though it's weeded and it should be like kind of tuned down a little bit, there is a little bit of that bite still there. Maybe it might not be the best for someone just getting into like a honey finished higher proof. I mean, it is 104 proof. It's not like it's 80 or 90 proof. You know what I mean? We may have 1 or 2 of those coming up in the series. But yeah, this wouldn't be something I would think a beginner should just go grab and jump into like a honey finished type thing. I think this is something that over time it'll grow on your palate and you'll start to enjoy it. Like I said, the one from Savills, I can open that up and it was delicious. It really was. And that's where it comes down to, them just putting stuff out versus somebody going and picking a single barrel that just has all the flavors in the world. You know what I mean? All right. Well, thank you guys. Please like, subscribe, so that way you can keep seeing these as they come out. She didn't have to remind me this time. I remembered. So we will see you guys on the next one. Thanks.